Hello everybody, it's Anya, the adult doll and toy collector. Welcome back to the small plastic world. You might be wondering why you see 3 Mattel celebrity dolls today. It's because I've got a story to tell you all. Some people found out that I collect dolls recently. It was unexpected. I wanted to do some dramatic recreations, and who better to help me out than trained actors. But first, let me explain. I don't actually tell very many people in real life that I collect dolls and toys. And it's because I have had bad luck with doing it in the past. So after that, I just decided I wouldn't tell anybody. I have, though, in the past been involved in like doll clubs. And so I do know some people in real life that are collectors. And obviously my husband knows because he has to put up with my doll related nonsense. He doesn't get it. My husband is not a collector. He doesn't collect anything, not a thing, which is like the opposite of me. So he doesn't understand it on that level, but he understands that I enjoy it. And so he's supportive. But like, I didn't think anyone in my husband's family had any idea I collected dolls and toys. So as far as I knew, none of them knew that. You'll see how that turned out. Like I said, to help us tell the story, I thought it'd be kind of fun to have dramatic reenactions with, again, some trained actors. I've decided to call these dolls the Small Plastic World Players. Let's take a quick closer look at them before we get into the story time. So first we've got this Mattel Patrick Dempsey doll. I think it's a really nice likeness, and he does have rooted hair. It's got a lot of product in it. He has the painted blue eyes, and the doll is wearing a suit because this is how he appeared for a part of the movie. And then of course we've got Perfect Day Barbie. She's an actress and a pretty recent doll, so I thought she would be up for this part. And then we've got this Superman doll as portrayed by Brandon Routh, and this is a nice likeness of him. He's got the Superman curl here. He also has rooted hair with a lot of product in it, and he does have blue eyes because Superman has blue eyes. I think I just put him in, I want to say this is Generation Girl Blaine's shirt and some Ken pants and boots, just because it's nice to have him in blue with his eyes. This doll actually has a lot of points of articulation, so he's got the usual head and the usual shoulder, which goes up and down, not out very well, the elbow joint and a waist joint, and then the usual hip joint to sit and a knee joint. So when I told my husband I was going to make a video for you all about this experience, gave him the choice between these 2 dolls of which doll he wanted to represent him. And he chose Patrick Dempsey, so I will just label him so it's easier for everyone to keep track of who is who. This is clearly me. Superman here will be portraying my brother-in-law, my husband's brother. Now my brother-in-law and his wife came to visit, and that's where our story begins. It's important to note that the doll room is down in the basement. One day, about noon, here's what started it all. Scene 1. Hey honey, have you seen the cat? Oh no, I haven't seen the cat. I wonder where he is. Oh, I think I may have let the cat downstairs into the basement when I took my wife down there to see the water heater system you have. Say what now? Let's just pause here. Here's how I wanted to react in that moment. In reality, it went more like this. Oh, I think I let the cat into the basement when I took my wife down there to see your water heater system. I better go find my wife. What? What were they doing in the basement? Oh, it's no big deal. My brother has been down there before when he visited 2 years ago. Say what? Let's pause again. There was some news that I hadn't heard before. My brother-in-law here apparently had been down to the doll room 2 years ago. So he had seen the doll room. He knew I collected dolls and toys, and a certain someone here didn't bother to tell me that. So I had no idea that my brother-in-law here knew anything about it. Now, of course, that made me really wonder about this whole water heater baloney. I don't think they were looking at the water heater. I think my brother-in-law had told his wife, "You'll never believe what's in their basement. Check it out." And that they went down there to check it out. So we have this little whisper fight. What? They went in the basement? What were they doing in the basement? Oh, it's no big deal. He's been down there before 2 years ago. What? Why didn't you tell me they knew I collected dolls? What's the big deal? They don't care. I care. It's my doll room. I didn't want to tell anybody. Honey, they don't care. It's no big deal. I'm freaking out. Honey, stop freaking out. Nobody cares. It's totally fine. So let's flash forward about 2 hours. Oh, hey guys, did you find the cat? Oh yeah. Oh, and by the way, my wife is totally freaking out because you were downstairs. Can you please tell my wife it's no big deal and that you don't care? She totally feels dumb and weird about it, and just tell her you're not judging her. No, I'm totally not judging you at all. I don't care what people do. Well, you see, it's because I've had bad experiences in the past, and really, I think it's really very cool what she does. I really like all the dioramas that she makes, and I like that way she displays dolls that way, and she really does a lot of work down there. She makes a lot of really cool stuff, and I just think it's really cool. Now by this point, my brother-in-law is totally sick and tired of talking about dolls, even in a roundabout way. So he's like, yeah, okay. So anyway, better go find my wife again. Yeah, okay. See, honey, it's perfectly fine. You should just be yourself and embrace it and just shout it from the rooftops. And scene. So there you have it. I found out that they know I collect dolls. And in fact, I'd known it for a couple years. Actually, it's a good thing that the cat was down in the doll room, and it's also a good thing for this one here that the cat did not destroy anything in the doll room, at least not that I have noticed as of yet, because this guy would be living in a doghouse. So I would just like to thank the Small Plastic World players here for helping me tell you all the story. And I guess the moral of the story is that I shouldn't care what anybody thinks. If somebody wants to be mean, rude, or nasty, that says more about them than it does about me or any of us that collect dolls or toys or anything that anyone collects for any reason. This was a good lesson to have at the end of 2023 because it's something that I want to work on for 2024. So what about you? Does everybody in your life know that you collect dolls and toys? Do you tell people? Do people at work know? Have you ever had a bad reaction? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear about this from other people. Thank you so much for joining me to hear this story time. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And if you have, thank you very much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.